So last week we showed you how you can use FaceTime to make free video calls to friends and family. Now FaceTime is a great program, and what's great about it is that it's built into many phones, but what's not so great about it is that it's only available on Apple devices, meaning iPhones, iPads, and Apple computers. But as I said last week, there's no reason to worry because there's another equally great program that's also free that's available for Android devices as well as iPhone devices. So the disadvantage is you're going to have to download this program to your phone manually, but I'll show you how to do that, and it's pretty simple. I think we can follow along and get it figured out. And it works with iPhone devices and with Android devices. So no matter what type of smartphone you have, as long as you have a somewhat modern smartphone, you'll be able to make free video calls to your friends and family. So I'm going to demonstrate how you would do this on an Android phone because honestly it's easier to follow last week's tutorial with FaceTime if you're using an iPhone anyway. But if you have an Android phone, meaning almost any smartphone that was manufactured by somebody other than Apple, so that means Samsung, LG, HTC, Google, really any other type of smartphone, you'll be able to follow these steps. I suppose first of all, you should check that you're connected to Wi-Fi because just like last week, this will use the data from your phone. And if you're using your cellular data from Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile, they might charge you extra for that. So in order to do that, it's going to vary a little bit based on your phone, but I'm going to try to keep this as straightforward as possible. We're going to either swipe up from the very bottom of your home screen, or if you have a, it's a little tricky. It varies based on the phone, but some phones will have a button to access their applications. But you're going to either want to push your application button or swipe up from the bottom to access your apps. From here, you want to swipe down until you see the Settings app. So where is that? I've got a lot of apps on here. Mine is right here, Settings app. Okay, once you're in the Settings app, what you're going to want to do is tap on Network and Internet with those little curly lines like so. This will open up your network settings. From here, you want to tap on Wi-Fi. This will show you the available networks. So if you're connected to a network, well, first of all, you want to make sure that Wi-Fi is turned on. So in my case, it says use Wi-Fi and the switch is flipped over to the right. So that means that Wi-Fi is enabled on my phone. And you'll see that my upmost network says the word connected underneath it. That means that you're connected to a Wi-Fi network. If you're not connected, you'll see a list of available networks, assuming that Wi-Fi is turned on, as I mentioned, and you'll be able to touch on the name of the network, like this one, for example, enter in the password, and then push connect. So hopefully you know what your Wi-Fi password is, and hopefully you're able to get connected, and then we can follow the rest of the steps. So now what you want to do is go home. Depending on the type of phone you have, you're either going to push the circular button on the bottom of your phone, or on some newer phones, you're going to want to, like the iPhone, swipe from the very bottom up to the very top to navigate home. That does depend a bit on your model, but hopefully you're able to get back to your home screen. From here, what you're going to want to do is open the Google Play Store. So the location of these apps is going to be different on every single phone, so I'll try to make it so that way you can figure it out and follow along. But once again, you want to open your application drawer. So this can be done either by swiping up from the bottom of your home screen or by selecting a button. It usually has a grid of little dots in it, a bunch of little dots in a grid. I'll put a picture up here of what it looks like. So either look for that button or swipe up to see your apps. From there, you want to open the app called Play Store. So mine is right here. Once you're in the Play Store, you'll see a list of available applications. Don't worry about it too much. All we're going to do is search for Google Duo. So where it says search for apps and games, we're going to tap there and type DUO for Duo and push the search button to search. Now it should be the first result on there. It says Google Duo, and right next to it there should be a button that says install. If you don't see that button, what you want to do is just tap on where it says Google Duo and you'll see that large green install button. From here, all you have to do is push that install button and the application will begin loading onto your device. Okay. And now it is done downloading and we're ready to move on to the next step. So now that the app has finished downloading, what you can do is select the green open button and that will open up the app for the first time. You'll be presented at first with this loading screen that says opening Duo, 1 moment. So let's just give that a second. Now it's going to ask you if you want to allow Duo to take pictures, record video. This screen will look a little bit different depending on which phone you're using, but I'm going to select while using the app. It might only ask you yes or no. If that's the case, just click yes. Make sure that you're allowing it to access this information. So push allow. So it's going to show you this screen. It says set up Duo with your phone number. Whoops, set up Duo with your phone number. So what you want to do is just type in your phone number like so, and then just push the agree button in the lower right hand corner. It's going to spin around. Now what it's going to do is send a text message to that phone number that contains a secret code. So I am just going to get that code right here. You're going to take that code and then type it into these boxes. I've actually pasted mine, but you could go ahead and just type it with the numbers. Now you'll see that your phone number is verified. From here, you'll see a preview of your face in the center of the screen and some information on the bottom of the screen. So on the bottom, it will display your contacts. A button that says contacts. You can push that to pull up a list of your contacts. Now you'll see, you have to look very closely for this because it's very small, but the word Connect on Duo. Underneath the word Connect on Duo are the contacts who already have Duo on their phones. So these people are very easy to call. You can just tap on their face, and I'll show you how you can do that in just a second if you can't find them. If the contacts are not available, as you can see, it will say the word Invite to Duo. It will show the contact's name and a word that says invite. So you can push that invite button to send them information about Duo, but you won't be able to call them unless they also have Duo on their phone. So finally, if you don't have somebody in your contacts, but you know they have Duo, what you can do is push this dialer button up here in the right-hand corner, the top right-hand corner. Now you can type in any desired phone number. So you could go ahead like this. And once you type in that number, you'll be able to tap on it like so and push the blue video call button to call. I'll go through a whole demonstration in just a second of how you can do all those video calls. So if you've already placed a video call before and you open up Duo, what you'll see is you'll actually see the person's face on this bottom part of your screen here, and you'll be able to simply tap on their face to place a phone call much easier. So even though this demonstration was primarily for people who do not have iPhones, if you happen to have a friend or family member who has an iPhone but you have an Android phone, or vice versa, for example, I'm going to show you how you can download the app on an iPhone, and using the app is exactly the same as what I just showed you on the Android phone. So let's get started with that. So to download the app, all you have to do is open the blue App Store icon like we did the last time. Once you're in the App Store, you'll see a lot of stuff in here, but you don't have to worry much about it. All you have to do is push the search icon in the lower right-hand corner. From there, once again, from there, we're going to tap on where it says Games, Apps, Stories, and More. Now we're just going to type DUO for Duo and push Search. Once we push that, you'll see, just like on Android, the Google Duo app. I'm just going to tap on that so we can see it larger. From here, there will be an Install button to install an app, just like any other app that you would download on your iPhone. Now for me, since I already have it installed, I can simply push Open to open up the app, and from there, it's the same as using it on Android. So we might go more in depth in future videos about how to download more applications, but for now, just know that that blue App Store, so this button right here, that's where you want to be in order to download an app. You can simply push Search, type in the name of the app, and push Install. Or sometimes it says Get. It's either Get or Install to download that app. So now I'm going to demonstrate how you can place a video call using Duo for the first time. So if you've never placed a video call on Duo before, you're not going to see the options that I have below, which are your kind of quick access, your favorite contacts that you can quickly contact on Duo. So if you don't have those, all you have to do is type where it says Search Contacts or Dial at the top of your screen. In there, you can type in the name of any of your contacts, and it will show you if they're available on Duo. So to demonstrate, I'm going to call my brother and fellow South Florida Tech for Seniors volunteer, Max. So as you can see, I type in his name, and I already have some groups, but I would not worry about that. That is a different feature that we can get to later. But you'll see a section that says Connect on Duo. Underneath that, you'll see the person's name that you just typed in and their associated phone number. If that person has not set up Duo, instead you'll see an option that says Invite to Duo. That will send them a text message with information about how they can join Duo. For the sake of this demonstration, we're just going to be using people who are already on Duo. So I'm going to just tap on Max's name here, and now you'll see this little menu with a few options. This will show you the contact photo, the name, the phone number, a few different emojis that you can send. I wouldn't worry too much about that. You can see the voice call button in the lower left-hand corner and the message button in the lower right-hand corner. So the voice call button will allow you to do a voice call, but that's not really what we're interested in today. And the message button will allow you to record a message and then send it to the other person. The main button we're interested in, though, is the video call, the big blue video call button in the lower center of your screen. So to place a video call to that person, all you have to do is push that big blue button. From there, the phone will begin ringing, you'll see the person you're calling, and you'll see a preview of yourself in the screen. Hi, Max.
Hi, Sam.
You can see that once the other person has answered the phone, they'll appear large in the center of your screen, just like on FaceTime, and you'll appear in one of the corners of your phone in a small window. Now you can always move yourself around to a different corner by simply placing your finger on yourself and moving it over to a different corner like that. So to make yourself appear large, just like on FaceTime, if you wanted to see what you look like to the other person, you can simply touch once on your face, and you'll see that the videos will switch, where I am now in the center of the phone in the large frame, and the other party is in the small corner in a small little preview. So just like FaceTime, there are a few options that you can access while you're in a call. You can access these options by simply tapping in the middle of the screen, and you'll see a couple options that appear on the bottom of the screen. So that leftmost option in the black little circle is the mute microphone button. If I were to push this button like so, it'll turn white to indicate that the microphone is muted, and now Max on the other end cannot hear me. So if you had some sort of noise that you didn't want the other person to hear, you can push that mute button. If I push it once again, it'll turn black to indicate that it is not selected, and now he can hear me again. So in the middle is the hang up button that will end the call, but we're not focused on that one right now. We'll get back to that in a second. So if you touch again in the center, you'll see a circular arrow that is just to the right of the red button. That one will allow you to switch the camera from the front-facing camera, which is now facing towards you, towards the rear-facing camera. So that will face towards the outside world, so that way you could show somebody something around you. So to demonstrate, I'm going to touch the screen and touch that circular arrow, and now we'll switch over. So of course, it's just the camera now is what Max is seeing, but you could show somebody the room around you, and you could show what's around you. So once again, I'm going to touch and push that circular button to switch back around to my face. Now there are also some more advanced options, which if you're just doing a basic video call, you don't really have to worry about, but for the sake of demonstration, I'll show you what those are. If we touch in the middle and touch that three-dot menu, there's a few other options that appear. They're mostly just extra effects and whatnot that you can apply to your video. So for example, if we open the effects window by just touching on it, there are different effects. Like this one will apply a graduation hat. Let's see, it's loading. And there we go, we have now graduated. Let's see, this one, for example, will apply this cool little effect to my face here, just like so. And this one turns me into a dragon. Let's see, anything? There we go. I am now a dragon. So obviously you don't have to worry too much about these effects, but it's something to add a little bit of fun to your video call. To turn it off, you can just swipe this row over and push this little circle with a line through it to turn off the effects. Finally, to end the call, all you have to do is touch in the middle and push that red button. Bye for now, Max. You'll hear that tone and the call is over. Alright, so now you know how to place a call, but what about how to accept a call? Well, this one's even easier, and I'm going to demonstrate it on both using an Android phone and using an iPhone. The process is slightly different, but very similar. So first we're going to use the Android phone for this demonstration. So once again, that's pretty much any smartphone that's not an Apple iPhone. Alright, so as you can see, I'm getting an incoming video call from Max. It's going to look a little bit like this. You'll see a preview of their face in the center, and you'll see a blue thing that says swipe up to answer. So to answer the phone call, all you have to do is put your finger on that blue button and swipe it up to the top of your screen. Now you'll be in the same phone call just like you were before, and all the same functions and features that we just explained still apply. Hi Max, how's it going?
Hello, good.
Good. Good to see you, Max. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Now I'm going to show you how you can pick up a call on the iPhone. It's a little bit different, but once again, very similar. Alright, so my iPhone is locked now, as yours would be if it were just sitting down on a desk or a table or something. The call is about to come in. So this is what the call will look like when the iPhone is locked. You'll see an option that says slide to answer. On the iPhone, instead of sliding up like on the Android phone, you slide from the left over to the right like so. Now, by default, if the phone is locked, you're not going to see the other person's face. So what you have to do in order to see the video is push this Google Duo button that will appear over to the right-hand side of your screen. So once you push this button, it will ask for your authentication. I'm going to use my Face ID to unlock, but if your iPhone has a home button, you'll have to push your finger on that home button to unlock the iPhone. Once you unlock it, you'll see we'll be in the call just like usual. So there's Max over there, and there's you over in the corner, and once again, all the same features still apply. So a little bit different, but also very similar, and you just have to do one extra button push if your iPhone is locked in order to access that Google Duo call. So those are the Duo features that we're going to go over today. There are a few more features, but I don't want to throw too much stuff at you and make it too complicated. Finally, I just want to show you how you can actually open up Duo in the future to make sure you know which app icon it is. So on your home screen, which again you would access on the new phones by swiping all the way up, or on the older phones by just selecting the button in the very middle bottom of your screen. On some phones it's actually beneath the screen, on some phones it's on the screen. It's a little bit different depending on the phone. But once you're on your home screen, you should see an app that looks like this. It's a blue circle with a little white square inside of it. I know my phone is blurry, but I'll put an image of it right up here so you can see what it looks like. So that is the Google Duo icon. So all you have to do to open up Google Duo to place a call is just push on that icon and it'll open up the app just like before. Alright, so that was how you can use Google Duo to place free video calls using an Android phone and also an iPhone if you happen to have one of those and you prefer to use Duo. So hopefully you managed to follow along with some of that stuff, and if not, if it was a little too fast, as always, you can let us know and you can write down your name on the flyers for our weekly phone call support, where we will call you back and talk to you one-on-one to help you with any of your technology-related problems. So thank you for watching this video, and if you ever want to replay these videos, if it was too fast, if you missed something, or if you just want to share it with somebody else, you can visit our YouTube channel by visiting our website, which is right here. That's sftfs.org. So if you click on our website, there will be a button that says Visit Our YouTube, which you can click to access all of these videos whenever you want. You can pause them, rewind them, play them. You can access them with much more control. So if this was too fast for you, you can also do it that way. So once again, this is our website, sftfs.org, and our phone number is 561-444-TECH. Thank you for tuning in for this week's Tech Tip Tuesdays. We'll see you next week. Bye.